I think... Rake plays Mistral, right?
Yeah, Rake plays Mistral. I already have Mistral set aside, so... but hello everyone. Oh, well, I don't have her set aside, but I had, I didn't have Mistral in the initiative, so...
I was like, am I somehow lagging behind? What?
No. I hadn't moved Mistral on the map by header off initiative, so... But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to D&D podcast, the Dungeon Force D&D podcast. That's the words. We are playing through the Pool of Radiance campaign. This is an old first edition AD&D, not to be confused with Dungeons and Dragons first edition. But it's an old first edition AD&D campaign that I've converted up into 5th edition. And we have a number of players. One of them is away, but we'll get to that as we do our introductions. So.
And I believe that means I'm up.
Yep.
Since I have an A in my name.
Yep.
I am Adam or Andrew, whatever. I'm playing this guy right here, Onyx, a Warforged Artificer.
I actually don't have the map over there. There you go. That guy right there. 6'5" tall boy.
Who has a interesting companion next to him.
Oh, I've become the companion now, I see.
Right.
Well, it's either I'm your companion, the companion of a child, or the child's the companion of the robot. One of the two. Or
Why
both.
can't we be the companions of each other?
Right. But anyway. Yes, that's Gunner next. Assuming he's not muted.
It's not muted. He might just be cutting out.
Well, he has a mute button on his microphone.
Oh.
So he doesn't, the mute button doesn't show up on Discord. But,
That's a deep. I didn't know.
yeah. But yeah, if Gunner is talking, we can't hear him, so I'm not sure if he can hear us. Maybe
oh,
he's
no.
AFK. Well, we'll move on and see where. Maybe he went away and we didn't realize.
Maybe.
Or didn't hear because he cut out. One of the
Yeah, one of the two.
Maybe he's ghosting and we just have absolutely no idea.
Well, I pinged him, but he didn't respond to that either, so.
Oh, right.
Has he ever ghosted?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's ever had a ghosting issue, so.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen the ghost curse expand to other people.
Right. Well, anyway.
Hey, it happened to me.
So I guess Gunner's AFK. Go ahead with the next one, Mystic.
Sorry, what I missed?
He's back.
Wow, the second I start, you come back.
Yeah, we're introducing the podcast, so we're introducing people, so you're up.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Anyone that's listening, I'm Gunner. I'll play Misery, the Ranger. Basically, think of Minish, except they could go large at any time. Or wherever Isun is from.
Actually, the name Koropaku is based off of the original name of the creatures that the Minish are based off of. So.
Yep, Koropaku.
Yep, Koropaku.
I think that's what they're called.
Yep, Koropaku. They're cool. But yeah, the Minish from Zelda are based off of... I think they actually are based off of the Koropaku, which is a Japanese legend. So... I just took that same name. If it wasn't the same name, it was very similar.
They're a type of yokai.
Yeah, they're a type of yokai. But anyway. Mystic?
Alright, I'm up. Hello, everyone. I'm Mystic, and I'm playing Kita, the half-elf warlock child of the party.
And even more magic.
Yeah, custom patron and homebrew stuff and all the fun stuff. Anyway, I've never been good at this, and I don't think I'll ever improve.
It is what it is.
And I am Wolfie. I'm playing Titus. He is just a human fighter.
Oh, what? That was weird. Yep.
Basic human fighter.
And
Hey, someone, man. It's just like, oh, basic human fire, and I'm just thinking, like, someone needs to be the straight man.
But I'm Serene, the person converting the campaign, the dungeon master, and currently playing the NPC, Erlen Nimerva over here. So,
Not just that NPC, but every NPC.
well, yeah, I meant like in the party. So currently,
Yep.
My current character in the party is the NPC Erlen Nimerva. So for those who may have missed the previous podcast, we are going by the name the Onyx Company. We are a group that is trying to retake the ancient city of Flan that has been in ruins for the last 150 years. 10 years ago, there was what is called the Dragon Run, where a whole bunch of dragons came flying over Flan and laid waste to the entire city. Nobody knows why. But the dragons basically, after doing that, the Council of New Flan went to retake the city, and the dragons gave a warning that the Council of New Flan has 1 year to retake the city, otherwise they're going to return and do another dragon run. No explanation as to why, but just that apparently there's something big, something bad that the dragons don't like, and they thought they wiped it out during the dragon run, but did not, and now they're planning to come back and finish it off again. So, the party, the Onyx Company, went into the slums. That's this area here. They fought some, hobgoblins, I think, kobolds and orcs. There's some kobolds and some orcs that they fought against, as well as meeting Olo Tancho and Erlen Nimerva. And it is now day 2.
Someone screaming.
You have all rested at the inn and are ready to move on. And I very well may be ghosting.
And I figured when Mystic was saying something and you didn't register it.
Yeah. It happens.
I mean, you went on a long speech again. That happened.
Right.
Right.
Water his cat.
I was just saying in reference to the Dragon Run that I like how they were effectively like, we found that we saw a problem and tried to fix it, but we couldn't solve it. We'll give you a year to fix it in our stead.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Well, it's the Council of New Flan.
And then we're going.
And
Gonna cut out? Or maybe I cut out?
Now I was about to say, and then we're going to mess it up again.
Yeah. Well, the Council of New Flan was like, we're gonna go capture the city, and then the dragons came and tried to stop them. And then the council was like, well, you've got this thing that you're clearly worried about. What if we handle it? And they're like, it basically took them a while to negotiate with the dragons. And then the dragons finally were like, all right, we'll let you into the city, we'll let you do it. But if you don't get it done, then we're gonna try to wipe out the city again because, again, they didn't explain why. Just because they apparently the best that anybody can guess is that there's something dangerous in Flan that they don't like, and they want to get rid of it. So.
My correct thought theory currently is either there's something, like just in one of the districts, there's something roaming that's hard to find, or there's something that left underground.
Who knows?
Well, it's kind of funny when you think about it. Like, what if we handled it? We're dragons, you're people.
Right.
Do you really think that, like, however X number of dragons that couldn't take it out, and you can? Good luck.
Right.
Well, last I checked, I could fit in the building. You can't.
that kind of is what it kind of boiled down to in the end. So.
I mean, like, if they wanted to, they could get inside the building.
Sentient.
True, adult dragons can change shape, so.
Well, not only that, what building? Because I'm pretty sure they have a siege trait, or at least do a lot of can easily wipe out a building.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think so. Not in 5th edition, anyway.
I mean, if it's a wooden building, they can burn it quite easily if they're a red dragon, so.
Right.
Again,
But not a lot of the buildings in Flan are wood buildings. A lot of them are old, like, stone buildings, so.
Don't do the rolls away.
then again, red are chromatic, aren't they?
Red
So
are
that's
chromatic.
That means they wouldn't be doing that in the first place.
And it was. I should mention that it was the metallic dragons that attacked, so.
I mean, I kind of figured it was the metallic dragon since, they talked.
Right.
Chromatic
I mean,
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, all of them can talk, but yeah, chromatics are not known for their diplomacy, that's for sure.
I mean,
Well, that's what I
Greens
meant when
are
I
known
said
for their diplomacy, just only to fit their own ends.
Except surprisingly, white dragons are a little more sensible. Barely.
I think only when they know they can't win.
Interesting case. Because white dragons are definitely one of the most bestial mindset of dragons.
Look at that thing. It has a crutch. And a band.
I mean, as long as they pass the Harkness tester, good with me.
But anyway, so you guys rested the night at either an inn or various inns. It is the next morning.
Dogs.
I think it was the guild hall.
They'll get all worked out.
That's right, or the guild hall, because the guild hall was free. You all right? I remember that now. So.
I should probably stop munching on these Pringles so I can speak.
I mean, I'm technically eating dinner, so I kind of have no choice but to keep munching. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys what you want to do now. You did say last week that you wanted to continue the slums, so.
Why is everybody on?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Rake, who plays Dr. Mistral Breezeholm, is extremely tired from work, so he will not be here this week. So, I forgot to mention that. I started to mention that, but I said I was going to do that during the introductions, and I
Go
didn't.
down to the incorrect.
But anyway,
Trust that phrase.
well, if you guys want to move on into the slums, you can move on back into the slums. Let me just get my thing up here. If there is anything else you guys want to do here, in in the civilized area, there are 4 temples, 1 to Tyr, 1 to Sune, 1 to Tempest, and 1 to Gand. The god of justice, the goddess of love and beauty, the god of war, and the god of craft, respectively. There is also Valhingen Park, which is this place, where a shrine of Maliki, the goddess of forests, is. There's obviously shops and things like that, but if you don't really have any interest in doing any of that, you are free, of course, to march straight to the slums. I just wanted to, note out the various things that there is to do in the slums as well.
Right. The only thing is, Onyx just has no say one way or the other at this point.
I say... No, go ahead.
Mystery's going to take a moment to check out the shrine to, what'd you say, Maliki?
Miliki, I think. Let me scroll back up.
The forest.
Yeah, Miliki, the goddess of forests. Mielikki. Miliki. Right there in the chat.
Just gonna check her.
And also, apparently the sounds are on map tool. I don't want those.
Yeah, Maliki.
Miliki, yeah. Okay. They're off. But yeah, she is the goddess of the forests. Let's see. Miliki. Myliki, as it says here on the wiki, also referred to the Forest Queen, was the neutral goddess of autumn, druids, dryads, forests, forest creatures, and rangers. Her symbol is a gold-horned, blue-eyed unicorn's head facing to the left. So yeah.
Wait, don't you reroll initiative on long rest?
Yes, we haven't rolled initiative yet, but we probably should do that, so.
That's why I bring it up.
Right. I do actually have Erlin's. I just forgot to tell everybody else to roll. So, Myliki is the daughter of Sylvanus and the sister of Eldeth. She was the superior of Gueron Windstrom, Shialia, and Lure. She was friends with Shundakul and Lethander and was an enemy of Melar, Talos, and Talona. So.
Well, Onyx is very prepared after that totally sleep. Because that was a base of 19, putting him at initiative 21.
21? Not bad. Not bad.
18 for Kita.
18 for Kita. Okay.
Misery tied at 21.
21 for Misery. So Onyx. So Misery goes first.
Higher wisdom mod?
Yeah, higher wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
+4 versus +2, so.
Okay.
And Erilyn landed a nat 20 on her roll, with her wisdom is 22, so she is the first up in initiative order.
You mean her wisdom is a +2, not a 20? You mean her wisdom is a +2, not a 22?
Yeah, it's a +2. Her
It sounded like you said her wisdom was... Yeah. It sounded like you said that was her wisdom.
Oh. No, I meant that it was her initiative was 22. So. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is I mean, the shrine is just a big shrine in the middle of the forest, basically, so... not forest, but the park, so...
He just takes a moment to leave a coin at the shrine.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. And with that, I suppose it will be on into the slums.
Yeah.
Assuming everyone's done the things they need to do.
Right. You pass through the stockade gates into the slums, and you begin to wander. There is a sense that
Bless you.
excuse me.
Bless you too.
There's a sense here that things are a bit different from the day before, just because you did clear out, some of the denizens. And also there are obviously other adventurers that are here fighting. If everybody that wants to, anyway, will roll some perception checks, as we were doing yesterday. Oh, good job, Erilyn. That's an 8 for her.
That's a synthetic 20 for mystery.
Okay.
That is a 24 for Kita.
Okay.
So the streak continues of the child surpassing the robot. Because I did one better than the one that got 8. Got 9.
Got 9. Okay. So we've got a 24, a 20, an 11, and then below 10 after that.
Yep.
But yeah, 20 and then 24, and then after that, everybody's rolls drop to not even half that. So that's always fun. All right.
Yeah. We need to give the monsters some chance.
Yeah, give the monsters some chance, right? Right. I understand. You wiped them out too easily last time. You guys thought, let's not be as prepared this time.
It's only our life on the line. No big deal.
Right. All right. So you wander through the slums. Things do feel as though they're a bit clearer than yesterday. You and previous adventurers, the other adventurers who have been throughout the slums, seem to have done pretty decent, in your bouts yesterday. So, but that said, as you are all wandering about, let's see. I'm gonna grab everybody and slide them over to this side of the map, so you guys can reorganize yourselves as you see fit.
Hey, look! Got a bigger bowl?
But
I think he had a bigger bowl.
a rat scurries. A rat kind of scurries under Erlen's legs. As it kind of, passes, passes her by, she, jumps and screams.
Q Mystery trying to make contact with it.
Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna move you guys up here a little bit.
I bet you that's China.
And there's a reason for that.
Those Chinese to me.
So you all turn your attention to Erlen. Erlen and the rat, I should say.
I mean, it's called.
As Misery is kind of speaking to the rat. Oh, that's not the right thing. Your attention is a bit diverted, and so when a group of goblins walks up behind you, none of you immediately notice. I just dropped my rats in here as well. Misery should be up here. She's trying to commune with said rats.
Right into the monkey cave.
Also, rats are a bit busy communing with Misery and completely botch their initiative.
Is that a -3?
That is a -3.
You're faster, Mickey.
That is, in fact, a -3 on their initiative. Because they have a wisdom modifier of -4, and they rolled a nat 1 on their initiative. So yeah, that is a -3. So you're all focused on the rats when suddenly arrows from behind. Oh wait, they get initiative because of surprise. Well, that didn't help any, but it's all right. How about a 14, Takeda?
14 does not hit.
14 does not hit. All right. Arrow just kind of whizzes past Kita's head. That is a 20 on Onyx.
Oh, you gotta pick your panda.
A 20 does hit. His AC is only a 17.
20 does hit. An arrow kind of embeds itself in your shoulder. That is 4 piercing.
Just as he's looking at the rat, makes no motion that he got hit.
Right.
So 4 damage.
Erlen is going to take 6 damage from arrow. It is good that she is a level 2 character because that would have wiped out her HP. And that brings us to Erlen up first in initiative.
And I'm going to do what I set my reminder to do, so be right back.
Okay. So Erlen is going to turn around when an arrow grazes her side and she hurts bad. And she is going to quickly cast Firebolt. That is a 15 to hit. That is just barely a hit. How about that? Very nice. I don't actually have a spell list open. Give me just a second to get that open.
Okay.
That is a 1d10.
Well, Firebolt is 1d10. I was saying that Firebolt was a 1d10.
Yeah. I'm prepared. I definitely have all of the monster's health written down. Absolutely. I am so prepared for this encounter. I really am.
I've been there.
They're goblins. Can't we just one-shot them anyways?
I mean, you probably could, but she did not. So that's why I was like, wait a minute. So I was like, I don't think she dealt enough damage, and she did not. So, oh wait, before that, she's going to step over here so that she's not in immediate range, and Misery is up. And by the way, the rats that you've been conversing to suddenly get sinister and are very clearly planning to attack you, so. That rat swarm is right there
FYI,
next to
just
you.
so you know.
Just can't make friends with them all.
They got rabies. Or whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah, that's probably
Plague.
Plague. Something like that.
Like,
COVID.
I feel bad for laughing at that, but oh, that was well timed.
That was well timed.
And I was thinking, like, I swear someone made a joke about, or made a reference to plagues recently. Oh, wait. And just as I kind of thought back to it, you said that.
But yeah, some Misery, you're up.
well, might as well try and finish off that goblin.
Alrighty.
Hmm. 17 to hit.
17 will hit. Excuse me.
Okay, that's going to be 10 damage from a bow.
And the goblin is down.
And that's pretty much all. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Alright. Onyx is up.
Realizes there's an arrow in his shoulder. Turns around. Sees two goblins. And... see what? I really don't have my crossbow down. Okay, I'm prepared too, apparently. I forgot that crossbows are a thing.
Whoops.
Do I have a spell I can throw at them? Just out of curiosity. No. I could grease them.
What kind of crossbow is it?
It's I think it's a hand crossbow because it's
Hand crossbow?
touch.
It's
Like I could-
1d6 piercing, range 30, 120.
Okay. It's like I could look it up, yeah, but I don't have Chrome open at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I have all that stuff open because I have 5e tools, so.
Right. So I guess. Issue. This will be the first instance of the crossbow thing in my hand. Just holds up arm. Thing from the arm pops up, attaches out, and loads a crossbow into it. And I'm going to fire at. I can actually hit either.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to do the intelligent thing and fire at Goblin 3 since he's the farthest away.
Okay.
And here's nothing. Well, I miss. That's a fat nope.
Alright.
It just, the crossbow bolt just didn't load right, just flings out.
Guessing that was the net one?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Either that or I turned the dice by accident and rolled a 7. Either way, I don't think I have high enough to hit.
Probably not on a base 7, so.
Yeah.
Alright, Kita.
Kita just kind of looks over at the attempted crossbow fire and just chuckles a little. No worries, I got it. And then slings an Eldritch Blast at the one he tried to shoot at.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
That'd have been so funny if you missed.
That
I
is it.
know, right? For 9 damage.
How much?
9 damage.
9 damage. Alright, that goblin is down. Titus.
Got it.
I guess I'm just gonna maneuver around the rats. Trap it between between myself and Missouri.
Okay.
And attack my now greatsword.
Okay.
Now, do I get advantage or they have the special thing
You do
because
get
they're a swarm?
They do. You do get advantage, yes, because you're flanking with them.
Okay.
The swarm just makes them only take like half damage because you're not technically hitting,
One of them.
one of them. You're hitting a bunch of them.
I knew there was something the swarm had. I just couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to use my the great weapon fighting my great weapon master feat to take the -5 and hope to get a +10.
To get a +10. Cool.
So that's a 17.
Yeah, then you have advantage because that 3 would not have been enough. 17 well.
So that'd be 2d6 plus that.
21 damage. Alright. And then half that because swarm.
I should have rolled those 2d6 separate because you could have used the great weapon fighting. But oh well.
Oh well. Yeah.
I say it's a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. Who knows? It very well could be. Alright. Well, I mean, the rats are still up because they've got some. It's a swarm of rats, so there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But.
I say I just bring a sword through them and cut like half of them away.
Pretty close to half, actually, yeah. Goblins are up. And, so this goblin... well, he's gonna look at the fact that you took down the others. He's going to shout something in Goblin, that you can only assume is some kind of nasty, insult of some kind. And then he's going to shoot. That is not, that roll doesn't count because it went off the desk. I don't even know what it was. He is going to pull back his short bow. He is going to shoot. And he is going to land a crit on Kita.
Oh.
Oh.
Yay, early level crits.
9 damage.
Ouch.
What's that bring you down to?
3.
3. Still alive.
Still up.
Still up.
Still alive.
Whoops. Wrong status. Sorry. I meant to click on bloodied. I clicked on prone for some reason. And then this goblin is, he's going to, he's gonna move further back. Rats. So rats are the swarm of rats is interesting. They have a reach of 0 feet, which means that in order to attack, they have to step into a person's square, and so that's exactly what they're going to do.
Does swarms provoke attacks?
Does
No.
provoke attacks.
Or does it? Okay.
Yep. They are still moving out of your threat, so they will provoke an attack from Titus there.
Unfortunately, I don't. If he did about half there last, I don't think he can do enough to kill them completely this time.
Screw it. I'm
Reaction.
using I'm just using the Great Weapon Master thing again on him.
Okay.
Oh.
13.
Is that-
13 is a hit. Yeah.
And then I'll re-roll that 2.
Okay.
Whatever.
Damage people.
And 20 instead
20.
of 21.
Yep.
Alright. So there's not that many rats, but there are still a couple rats. But because you have knocked down more than half of them, they do not get their bonuses.
Haha. I'm the rat exterminator.
So Misery, the couple of rats that are left try and bite at your armor and get nowhere. Erlen is up. And Erlen is going to turn to Misery. She is going to mutter an incantation, and she is going to shoot magic missile at the rats. That is 4 damage, and yeah, the rats are gone. So she's going to divert, I assume, 120 feet. Should be able to reach the goblin over there. 75, yes you can. So 1 magic missile at the rats, who are now dead, and then a second magic missile at, or the second dart rather, at the goblin. 4 plus 1 is 5. Third dart, goblin drops. Good job.
That goblin is so lucky that Erlen took him out.
So, alright. Goblins are down. Erlen is going to step on up to Kita here, and she is going to hand her a healing potion, because clearly
Yeah.
Kita is hurt.
Clearly, Kita is hurting, and Kita accepts.
She did that. Onyx was going to do cure wounds.
I mean, Erlen would take a cure wounds, and she's below half herself, so. But
Well, I
she
guess
was
cure
more concerned about healing Kita
the
than.
literal child.
Yeah, just more concerned about the kid than herself. So.
So I guess, yeah, that's going to be a cure wounds.
Okay.
I forget what needs to be rolled for potion stuff.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
And my spellcasting prior. Not on this. What about this?
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah. I had to look up my modifier because I didn't remember. Which, now that I look at it, I should have remembered. Let's ignore that. That is a 9 heal. To
A 9. That gets her back up to full.
And Kita is back up to full from the potion.
Nice.
Gone.
That worked out. Erlen only has 1 potion left,
They would be dead.
but she does have 1 left. So somebody ends up needing it. She does have 1, but yeah, she's only carrying 2. All right, not bad. 40 experience, as I put in the chat, puts us at 115 current.
my question is, when is Kita going to remove the arrow that's in?
I mean, I imagine she did as she was doing the healing potion stuff.
She probably.
I mean, even with the cloak, it's a little hard to miss an arrow sticking out of it.
Right. But yeah. Alright. So that is that. So you guys can continue on through the slums.
Yeah.
Can roll yourselves another set of perceptions.
I was going to say before we get going from the spot, he was going to go pick up the discarded bolt that Onyx fired in, like kind of hold it up to him as in a here, take it back kind of gesture.
Alright.
Okay. He would take it back and just kind of load it into his side as if he was putting. Of course, Kita probably wouldn't know this, but basically putting almost a bullet into a clip. Yeah.
Right.
How did you do that?
Just starts to go into a long technical answer before realizing, wait, she doesn't look like she understands.
I mean, it would be hard to see if she had the look of understanding or not because of the mask and all.
I heard a kitty. I heard a kitty. Oh well.
Wasn't my cats. They're all asleep.
I think I heard her from the other room. It wasn't like, it was just like a meow. Am I?
So you said about a perception check?
Perceptions. Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
The card. Poor Tom.
That's going to be an 18 for mystery.
Okay.
I did better than last time. By a whole 2. I now have an 11 perception.
Not bad.
Good.
I mean-
That was
Mystery got an 18.
Yeah, I heard that.
The streak
mean-
continues.
Aside from Onyx, everybody rolled 15 or higher, so not bad. You got some good perception rolls there.
I didn't hear a floof.
Alright. You continue to wander. Well.
We casted large on him.
Several times, apparently.
Oh my god, that just popped up in the stream for me.
Yep. I said several times, apparently, because...
Because I was like, what are you talking about? I look over to the stream and all I see is enlarged.
Yep.
I mean, we have, what, 4 people? If we, or 4 other people? 4 times?
Technically possible.
Technically possible.
Here, drink this potion of giant strength.
And then you start
Enlarge.
hearing, and then you start hearing the theme song for Attack on Titan.
Except it's not that theme, or it's not. It has the subtitles that make it sound funny
Right.
and wrong.
For some reason, everything turns Japanese.
Sex with the beast and the eagle.
Yes.
Japanese.
That's the funny
man.
lyrics.
So, as you make your way along, you happen to notice a goblin slip into one of the nearby buildings.
Charge.
Goblin 4? Oh, yeah, okay. I get it.
Golden crows.
I get why it's Goblin
My
4.
favorite thing in the whole world.
Purge the
Golden
heretics.
crows that
Mhm.
flash
Oh, wait, wrong character, sorry.
turn into a bunch of dollar bills.
Alright. I mean, yeah, if you want to just, charge, rush in there, you can.
Go flying.
Erlen will stand about here. So, Titus, you charge.
Purge the
You,
heretics.
You rush right in there, bash open the door. In fact, make me a strength roll on that.
Just straight strength.
Yeah, I mean, unless you've got the
Athletics.
athletic, yeah, whatever it is. I always get those mixed up. So, 22? Alright, yep.
Put foot through the door.
You rush up, you bash open the door, and what lies beyond is nothing more than a couple of goblins.
Here ye be goblins.
We're going to get you.
One of the goblins looks at you, shouts some words in goblin, their
Speak.
language.
Speak common. Common.
And that is going to be 13.
It's
And this guy gets the
yes.
big ole 19.
Holy crap! That bear. The bears. I think there's a
All right.
problem with the bearskin rug. It just barfed up golden green. Boom.
So you see 3 goblins. One of them is wielding a... Well, they're all wielding scimitars, but one of them's wielding a shiny scimitar. Looks much more pristine than the other goblins. The other goblin scimitars kind of look... Yeah, they look old, worn a bit, things like that. Not necessarily rusty, but just kind of worn.
He's got a shiny scimitar.
This particular goblin up here, however, he has a shiny scimitar.
Is it a legendary Pokemon? I mean, a legendary weapon?
Yes, the goblin has a legendary weapon. The reason Flan fell. One goblin with a legendary scimitar.
Nah, probably an artifact if it's that strong.
But when you do see the goblins, do you say anything to anybody else, as they haven't really followed you?
Yeah, I mean, I yell out, hey, there be goblins in here.
There'll be goblins. Alright. In that case, I just wanted to make sure for, whether, the
Everyone
others
else is
would
doing.
be acting or not. Erlen's going to
if the-
go.
If the door is busted open, we could theoretically see at least one that went in. So
Right. Well, Erilyn's going to start up. She's going to launch off a firebolt. Oh, that was fortunate. My dice rolled up a book that's sitting here. Rolled a really low number and then proceeded to then roll down and gave me a higher number. So that's fortunate. That is an 8 on Goblin 4. Goblin 4 goes straight down.
as long as it's on our side that does it, not their side.
And that brings us to Misery.
Alright. Well, if you alerted us already, I guess I had to make my way in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
This boy's, though.
Let's see. Gonna use that 4. And gonna shoot at Goblin 5.
Alright.
Oof, that's gonna hurt. That's a crit.
Ouch.
That's gonna be 18 damage.
Yeah.
He did.
Can you say overkill?
I mean, do you want me to? I can say it.
Right.
Overkill.
Overkill. Alright, Onyx.
There appears to only be one left, unless there's some in this area that we can't see. So...
It's like SEAL Team 6 here. Go
See,
in,
that's
take a couple of
20
enemies, just
feet.
leave.
10, puts it here, and I'm going to, I guess... Hang on, gotta check distance first. Actually, hang on. Let me move back out here. Can I move here? Okay, I can move here.
Yep.
Because I was going to say, I'm really 5 feet out of range. You're joking. Wait. Never mind, Spear's on 20 foot. Dang it. So we're 26. I don't feel like having an advantage. Like, I, for a second, had the fear that I had somehow grabbed the background because it started moving.
Now,
How dare you?
I was moving it so that Misery wasn't halfway through the wall.
Right.
Yes, it's me.
But it just like at the same time I had grabbed on it. So I guess, yeah, I moved there like I did to begin with. And since he's too far away to throw his spear, I'm going to try crossbow again.
Okay.
And my dice is here, so take it again. I'm not expecting this to hit, but this is, see, it'd be my dex plus proficiency, so that's at 12 against the goblin boss.
The goblin boss doesn't even flinch. Your crossbow bolt just whizzes right across his head.
It appears to be slightly defective.
Stop aiming for apples.
Why would I aim for apples?
Never mind.
Aw, but that's one of the fun performances.
Remember that name.
Calm down, William Tell.
No, it's or G-I.
So the goblin is going to march.
Cast
forward.
fireball. Kill us all.
And you're gonna see him swing with his shining scimitar. Alright, that's a miss.
Nice.
17 on Titus.
That'll hit.
Alright.
since I got rid of my shield. Teardrop.
That is 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Whoa.
His scimitar shines brightly for a split second when he cuts at you.
It's probably got some magic to it.
Goblins are gone, so I can remove them. Kita.
So I'm glad I was at Titus, because if that had hit me, I'd be down.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kia's gonna try and move in spot that she could probably see the guy from.
Yeah. Yep. You can see him from where I just moved you, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it takes a moment for it to pop up on Twitch there, so.
Yeah. And so anyways, I started blasting. Ooh, with the nat 20.
Ouch.
Is this on a Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. 18 damage.
Nice.
Ow.
I'm coming for ya.
I don't think he has 2,000 health.
I hope not.
That's one.
If he did.
I could believe him taking over Flan then.
Yeah.
Right?
I could see how dragons could
One
kill the
goblin.
thing, because I don't think they could do like 100 damage.
One
Not easily.
goblin with the constitution of a god and a shining scimitar in the destruction of Flan.
I would so pay like $30 to see that movie.
Yeah.
Titus.
With Will Ferrell.
Doing the
Barrel.
doing a thing, going around, get advantage, great weapon master thingy. Well, I think I hit with 2 crits.
Nah.
Oh my god.
What?
Hold on here.
As God as my witness, he is broken in half.
Well,
That is a double crit.
so hold on, that's not the actual damage. 28, because
Oh, yeah. You wrote
12
28.
plus 6. Oh, god damn it, I forgot the brackets.
Whoops.
There you go, 46 damage. Can I
Like I
cleave him
said-
in half?
As good old JR would say, as God as my witness, he is broken in half.
That's a big oof.
That is a big oof, indeed. Yeah, I mean, you step up there, you use your great sword, and you just cleave him straight in half.
Yeah, I imagine it's like, yeah, I got a hit on the guy that's armored. Guy that's armored just cut me in half. Falls up. It's okay. It's just Duel of the Fates. It is just Duel of the
Yes.
Fates.
Right?
Tina looks down at the in half corpse of the goblin, looks at Titus and does like that polite golf clap.
Anyone gonna take a scimitar?
Onyx will grab it and take a look at it at least.
Alright.
You'll have to give me a half second because condensation from my drink cooled up and liquefied or whatever slid its way down under my mouth without me realizing.
Ouch.
When the game just wants you to be epic.
So that's some gold, some copper, and that is 75 experience, 190 current.
So does this blade look at all magical?
Well, you would have to roll some kind of an Arcana check.
Yes.
So that's a synthetic 20.
Synthetic 20.
I have a feeling I probably did. Oh, go ahead. No, okay, continue.
I mean, it's definitely shiny. You can definitely tell that there is likely some sort of magical property. As the weapon looks as though it probably should be about the same age as the other scimitars, despite the fact that it is, in fact, not deteriorated in the slightest, really good condition, things like that. So, what exactly it is in the way of magical properties, you can't tell. That would require an identify. But you do have a pretty good idea that it is magical in some way because of the fact that it is pristine as opposed to not pristine like the others, so.
What kind of weapon is a scimitar?
Sword. Just
I mean,
basically the same as
it's a
short
simple.
sword.
Okay, then I do have the ability to use it.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Todd.
I didn't realize
if you-
you were...
And if you
no,
don't
it's
use
a martial. It's a martial
Is it a
melee
martial?
weapon.
Oh.
Yep.
say if no one ends up using it, I'll just throw it into the party fund / items.
Right.
Well, then I take that back. If it's martial, I can't.
Yep.
You
That's,
you can, you just don't gain your proficiency bonus.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, it's a martial melee light finesse weapon, it says. 1d6 slashing.
Alright.
So. But, alright.
What
For the initiative? Or the
is,
thing.
is anyone gonna keep that on them, or do you just want me to throw it into the party fund / items?
does anyone have the ability to use it?
I do, but I mean I got a greatsword, so
Right.
Right. I mean, Erilyn can't use it, so.
They can't use it.
She's a mage. Alright.
I'll just have it in the.
Okay.
Can Misery use it?
I don't know if Errant Rangers get. I think they have select proficiencies. Yeah, you get
Nope.
like select ones.
Nope, all simple, all martial.
Oh, okay, so you can use it if you want it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just I already have a short sword, so I don't really need it.
Ah,
Alright.
yeah, seeing how we don't really know the benefits of it, it doesn't matter.
Of it. Yeah. I mean, you can
Yeah.
always have it identified at town, so. Or if somebody
True.
has the identify spell, which Erilyn does not. I can tell you that much.
The only one that would ever be able to get it is Onyx.
I don't know, wait. Correction. She does have identify.
Actually, hang on.
You don't have.
Can Onyx cast Identify? I don't
You
know if I
can
marked that
eventually
down.
learn it, I think.
Oh no, I have access to it. I can cast it as a ritual. I just don't
Yeah.
have it prepared.
So if anybody wants to pass the scimitar to Erilyn, she does have identify. She can use a ritual.
Does she have a pearl?
Yeah, she's got the stuff for it.
The ritual doesn't consume the pearl,
Right.
so
Well, it doesn't consume the pearl regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
it
just the
doesn't-
pearl has a gold cost, which nullifies the arcane token.
Yeah.
True.
She's an NPC character, so I'll let her have one. So. But
Alright.
yeah, if somebody wants to pass it to her, she can use identify as a ritual.
Sure, if we could just take a short rest here while she does it.
Right. I was just actually going to say we could take a short rest so that Titus can get some HP back. I mean, I think he's the only one that needs HP, but it is.
I mean, I'm
10
at 8
minutes
out of
as it
12.
is, so,
I'm 8 out of 12, so.
right.
Lovely.
You can sit down and heal too, then, if you need to.
I
You
got
only need to use one.
I rolled 1. Great.
Oh, wait. I should only need to do. Yeah, we only have one. Mark.
Yeah, you only have 1 hit die right now. You're only level 1, so. The only reason Erilyn would have 2 is because she's level 2, so. But.
Okay. So
Sad level 1 noises.
she did.
Technically she has more health than she could because NPCs work differently. So she has a 2d8 instead of a 2d6 being a mage. But yeah. She only has 2d8 plus 4 HP, so because she's 2nd level. Alright, so a short rest means a reset to initiative as well. So you hand Erilyn the scimitar. She places the scimitar on the ground. She mutters an arcane incantation for about 10 minutes, holding a pearl and an owl feather. And as she finishes, she reaches down to the scimitar, picks it up, hands it back to you, and says it is a magical scimitar. It is a +1 scimitar, so not only is it a +1 scimitar, but it has the cleaning property. So, there's that. Whoop.
Okay.
Yeah, +1 scimitar.
Would you want that then, Missouri?
Sure.
Okay. Because that's, I mean, it's better than a short sword. So
Yeah, it's literally the same as short sword, but with a +1. So yay!
Hooray.
Better. I mean, +1 is 1/3 of what the max tier weapon gives, so
very true.
they only go up to +3, as I've discovered. Even like legendary artifacts. I thought artifacts could go up to +4, but all the artifacts that they have in the DMG and Xanathars all have +3, so.
It's usually the extra effects on the artifacts that are the OP effects.
I swear I remembered reading a +4 on one of them, but I didn't, so.
I could see it if it didn't have the extra effects.
Right.
If it was just the +4.
Right. But yeah. So we've got a 17 for initiative on Titus. We have a 4 on initiative for Erilyn.
Nice.
She was in her defense. She was casting Identify.
Mystery got a 20.
20?
So I keep improving. I am now to 12.
12.
Just leave. Ooh, 22.
22.
Again.
No, she had 21 before. It was Erilyn that had 22.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, somebody did have 22 last time, so.
What time of day is it?
It's starting to get towards midday, especially after you guys took your short rest.
We took a lunch break, basically.
Right. It's somewhere around 1, 12, 1, somewhere in there.
Everybody had their sandwiches. Now it's time to go and kill more monsters.
Yep.
Now would be the perfect time to ask, "Hey, Onyx, how come you don't eat?"
You say that. As soon as I put food in my own mouth.
Perfect timing.
Great.
And I guess, in response to the food, yeah, that took longer than I thought for a while there. In response, he will turn to Kita and go, "I do not require sustenance the way you normal people do."
Normal?
I do not require the intake of organic matter to sustain myself.
Oh.
I think the normal comment was a very accurate comment for this entire party. I'm the closest, and I just cleaved a goblin in half and probably enjoyed doing it. So,
Right. Alright.
oh, well, I guess we continue on our way.
You are now on your way. Alrighty. Onward to battle.
And upward.
Alright. You guys can roll some perception again. 14.
That'll be 18.
Okay.
It'll be a 19 for me.
Hey.
21?
And I forgot to roll something for Erilyn. Oh, pff, she's freaking gold.
So, I managed to roll a 19, but yet again, Kita still surpassed the robot. Also, I got disconnected because I had to refresh my internet.
Nice.
So our rolls are 22, 21, 19, 18, and 14.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, not a perceptive person.
If you had gotten like a 20, that would have been almost perfect.
If you'd gotten a 20, all the numbers would have lined up perfect.
And we would have completed the campaign.
You see all the things.
We know everything.
You now understand everything.
Even the fact that there's like not only that, you also understand that you're just characters being played by players in a game that doesn't exist.
The fourth wall is broken, and the fifth wall is on the verge of collapse.
What's the fifth wall? You don't want to know.
The fabric of the universe tears in half. Not only are we in a war against time, we're in a war against space as well.
Do you want to know what the fifth wall is? You don't want to know what the fifth wall is.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
That's when we ourselves, DM NPCs.
You understand everything now. Unfortunately, now you all have to make sanity rolls.
The warlock makes sanity rolls.
The warlock voluntarily fails sanity rolls.
Right.
I kind of want to
Please,
do that at some
Please,
point.
I do not need another Hannah 2.0.
Oh.
I will move you guys about there. You guys can organize as you see fit.
I think this is going to be our typical formation here.
Right.
Well, barring one exception, I imagine Onyx and Tita are probably
Close,
Yeah.
close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, close together. Makes sense.
Me on the front line.
Kita's just riding on Onyx's shoulders.
Myself in the front line, Onyx in the mid, and everyone else in the back line.
Everybody else in the back. Oh boy.
Oh, we're fighting beholders.
What?
Multiple beholders.
We got this.
Multiple
Just,
holders.
whatever you do, I just keep critting. Just crit all day, every day.
Crit all day.
I mean, kinda. I'm probably gonna, like, myself and Missouri be the only ones that could actually somewhat face a beholder. We'd still end up dying, but the beholder's eye effect that basically makes an anti-magic field. Yeah, that will screw a lot of you.
Yep.
I mean, so far the only thing I've used to heal is, or only thing magic-wise I've used is to heal. So
Oh, hobgoblins.
it
Hobgoblin.
screwed you guys just as much as it screwed me.
Alright. As you continue to wander through the streets of the slums, a band of hobgoblins comes upon you. The one in the front draws out its sword and shouts out, "The boss will pay handsomely for their heads."
Are you talking about the goblin boss? I cut it in half.
And what is their wisdom? Because that is a ridiculously good roll.
-6.
Lowest you can get is -5.
-40. We're going lower.
Going lower.
We have an integer problem, and it just repeats back at the top. That's how
Right.
bad.
Yeah, that is the right order. so-
Gunner disconnected.
Kind of disconnected. Well, that's fine. Because he's not up. It's Kita. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute,
Alright.
though.
Alright, I guess the key is gonna. I mean, do the only really good thing she can do best without going into melee, because that's a bad idea for her at the moment.
Right.
So let's blast up. I guess the one blink. I guess the one blinking on the right. So yeah.
Alright, number 3.
I just realized I was able to get back the bolt that I missed again, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Kita would have picked it up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Just to see that mechanism again.
We really don't bother too much with tracking ammo, so
Okay.
Anyways, that is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
That's one of the things that I
Ooh,
don't like
10
too much
damage.
about.
Oh, I
Uh,
just realized something a fighter can do, because I don't have to spend my hit die. I could have used second wind right before we had a short rest and just recover it.
Oh, yep.
I'm a dumb.
Oh well, you can save that for during combat now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would have used it and had the short rest, recovered it during the short rest, and be able to use it during the fight.
Right.
True.
So you would have had extra healing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, so I heard the roll. What was the damage?
Max 10.
10? Alright.
One of the things I don't particularly like but understand is the way ammunition is handled.
You get half as much back as you used.
But
Yeah. Usually, you get half back, which would technically mean if you only shoot one, you lose it. because you would get 0.5, which in D&D everything is rounded down. So,
Unless specified.
yeah, unless specified. But we don't. None of our groups have ever really tracked ammunition. If you have magical, silvered, adamantine, something like that, that I will have you keep track of. And usually in that case, I think most of that, silver, adamantine, and magical, that just like goes away as soon as you use it. So, like, you don't get that ammunition back at all, so. But regular ammunition, I mean, you can track it if you want, but I don't really bother with it, so.
It's good if you're incorporating the survival aspect into games, which you typically don't.
Right.
So.
Right.
I know a DM that does, and he does keep track of the ammo. And it's just a different type of feel for the game.
Yeah.
I know that probably the only reason I'd keep track in that case is if, like, there's a chance I could go over 20. Or over my amount.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, I shouldn't be able to go over the number of arrows or bolts I have on me.
But, I mean, the other thing is that, like, enemies that have ammunition, the monster manuals don't list their ammunition. So it's like, I feel it's a little unfair that I get unlimited ammo, but you guys have to track. So, I don't bother with it.
It's skeletons from Minecraft.
Right.
Yeah, essentially. They have infinity bows that you can never get.
Right. Anyway, I think Gunner's back now, so Misery, you're up.
I'm sorry, my computer's lagging. I can't even see the map right now.
Oof. I mean, there's just 3 hobgoblins, so.
Might as well shoot. Might as well shoot one then.
Yep, they're 40 and 50 feet, so. Whoops.
That's gonna be an 18 to shoot one, just to shoot one with an arrow.
Is that an 18?
Yep.
That just barely hits. You find the chink in his armor.
Wait, does that mean he has metal armor?
Yeah, these guys have chainmail. What was the damage?
9.
9? Alright. But yeah, yep, they've got chainmail. Speaking of chainmail, that last the goblin boss had chainmail too. If anybody needs chainmail and wanted to grab it.
I already have it, but I would have grabbed it anyways if anyone else didn't.
Okay.
Because you can sell that at least.
Hobgobs. Hobgoblin 1, stepping up here.
No.
Before it attacks, I'm going to have these hobgoblins move as well. They all only have 30 feet. So they're going to... Actually, one will move up. Can I revert last move? No, that doesn't work out. I'm only going to have one move up. The one that's hurt. At least at the moment. Let's see. So swing and a miss with the longsword. Second hobgoblin. Exact same roll.
Yeah.
This
Deflection.
gobbo over here. Drawing out its longbow. That's a hit on Erlen. And that is a 1d8. Could have sworn I had a D8. Oh, there it is. That is a little bit of damage, but not too terrible. Mostly, like, if she was level 1, she'd be hurting, but she's level 2, so. Titus, you're up.
Alright. I guess I will hit the front enemy.
Okay.
Well, alright then. Thanks.
Your sword just bounces off of his shield.
Great. Okay. That's my turn.
Hey, you got 20s last time.
I got double 20s.
I think it's only fair that that happens. So I guess step up. They have metal armor.
Yep.
Docking Grasp is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because I believe I get advantage if they have, advantage on this roll since they have metal armor.
Nice.
So that's either a 16 or a... So starting off with 16, meaning that this is... I put it on that sheet. This is a 22.
22. That'll hit.
Okay. And this is... back here. 8. 4 damage. 4 damage. Okay.
And the Hobgoblin 3, I assume?
The one that's in front of him.
Yeah. That's number 3. Alright. He down.
If it wasn't done, he wouldn't be able to react. At least.
Right. Yep, he down.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can do the... Oh, I'd only be able to do, 30 damage regardless. But yeah, I don't... Nice.
Whoops.
Yep. That's a thing you might want to do next time. Also, numlock, please. Thank you. I guess I turn to the other goblin, or hobgoblin, as it may be.
Yep.
And I just stare him down.
Alright. And Erlen is up. So Erlen is going to mutter an incantation and launch off a firebolt that is going to shoot forward at the hobgoblin that shot her, and it's literally just gonna smash into his shield. Because unfortunately she's got a +5 to hit with firebolt, and that with her roll does not beat his AC. Erlen is just gonna do nothing at this point. Kita's up. These might be the hardest enemies to hit.
Alright.
It wouldn't be if I didn't roll a 4.
Right.
Okay, so looking at one eye shot I got took down, so I guess since both technical melees are on that one, going to go ahead and start on the other.
Okay.
So is a synthetic 20 to hit
Yep.
for 6 damage.
6 damage. Alright. Alright, anything else?
I think that'll be it.
Misery is up. Gunner?
Anyway, seeing as how I come through.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, I said was gonna try and finish off Hobgoblin.
Okay.
You have 25 to hit.
Yep.
That's gonna be 11 damage.
Alright. He's down. Alright. That just leaves the one hobgoblin left. He is going to take aim again. And he is going to fire at Kita. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is an 8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Second time today. Ouch.
Ouch. Yep. And then, he's going to take a few steps back. And Titus.
Alright. I can get on the corner of him. Right there.
Okay.
And, persuade to try and schwack him.
Okay.
I think that hits.
22 will hit. Yep.
4. So 10.
He is down. Alright. I think that was the hardest encounter yet. Which...
So say if he didn't go down there, Onyx would have walked up with Static and asked, like, kind of like the almost Static-y in his hand. Since that's how he does Shock and Grasp. It's like, where's your boss?
49.
And the experience for that encounter masks its difficulty. That was 60 experience, the highest out of all of the random encounters. So 250 current experience.
Yeah.
So close.
So close to that level up. I mean, you still have to go back and train in order to get that level up, but...
So who wants to fight another batch of hobgoblins? That should get us above.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
another-
what?
Me.
Just a little bit afternoon? 2 or 3 o'clock?
Ish.
And we're pretty deep in the slums. If we head back now, we might run into something and make it in time,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Ish?
Ish.
Okay, so Kita needs healing. So that's like, it's going to be a cure wound on mine. And my last spell slots. I got, move up, cure wounds. Where's my dice? Over here. Not quite max, but very close to it. That is an 11.
I think she's healed.
I think you almost healed the entirety of my HP in one go.
Right.
Also, my visual aid of the stream is no longer here. Cam came home.
Ah. That's unfortunate.
You want me? I can screen share for you.
Please do.
Okay.
I don't think he does bloodied anymore. If only cure wounds to give temporary HP.
Yeah. As you walk through the slums, you begin, actually, perception check. Sorry, I forgot to call for that.
Yeah.
So, still doing better than before by another 2. This is a 13. For perception, I've rolled a 5, a 7, and a 9.
I rolled a 1. That's big.
That is very big.
It is
And
16.
vastly larger than I had assumed it would be. I forgot how big this thing is.
God, is it a Tarask? Please not a Tarask.
No, it's just the background.
I know.
24.
A Tarask wouldn't be that big. I don't think.
A Tarask would be that big.
Yeah.
This is not the right size.
Remember, there's wild Pokemon in the tall grass.
That one is lined up correctly with the grid. Can I grab that other one and then line that up with this one so that I can have the blank instead? Because it's not really supposed to be stuff in here. Because it's supposed to be all in like ruins and stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to line this up grid-wise.
Technical difficulties.
Alright, I think actually... What's it using?
That should be.
Need it to be... I need it for the grid to be on these tiles. Like that. Okay. Good enough, I guess. Is the grid... Hang on. Let me look at the grid. Oh, it's not going to line up because this is a... Usually I use a 50 grid. I'm using a 40 grid. This map just isn't going to work in general. Okay, I figured out what was wrong.
Rip.
Yeah. I will just use the previous building, maybe. Did this one work? This one gonna line up right? Right there. Close enough. I think it's also designed. It's either designed for a 32 or a 50, but it'll work well enough. Alright. As you guys are walking, you happen to catch a glimpse of a sign. The sign is badly damaged, but you can make out what appears to be the words, Old Rope Guild. Or I should say, Ye Old Rope Guild.
Hey, we're supposed to find this place.
Mm-hmm.
It's what Erlen's buddy wanted.
Indeed. It is indeed what Erlen's friend wanted. So.
Do you guys want to check it out?
I was muted. Yeah, Kita gives like a positive sure.
Are the holes in the walls there, or is it just the door?
Yes, the holes in the walls are there.
Okay.
Yep.
guess-
The building is pretty badly in ruins, so.
Yeah, go over and look through the hole.
Look through the hole. You walk over to one of the holes and peer in. No sooner do you get by one of the holes, then do you need to make a dexterity saving throw as a body goes flying through the hole in the wall.
Oh no, okay, I might remember this.
Is it just Wolfie?
Yes, just Wolfie's character.
Okay.
Yep, I remember this now. I think this is the exact one you used. Like the exact room.
I think so. I seem to recall making this one for the Old Rope Guild, so. You just barely dodge in time, and as you peer back in, you can see two ogres that are casually throwing things around.
How?
You only have enough time to call out to your allies
We're dead.
for the ogre's turn and say, "New toys!"
So, excuse me, are one of you Shrek?
They're both Shrek. Shrek from the past and Shrek from the future.
They're both Shrek.
But where's the
Indeed.
Shrek from the present?
They ate him.
Both of the ogres pick up what look like pieces of the building's supporting structure and begin wielding them as weapons.
Oh, how I wish I was a battle master right now.
Ogres are just like those little Russian dolls. You just pop one open and another comes out. Ogres.
That's what they meant by layers.
That's what they
Right. So, Kita, you are up first.
I guess Kita's gonna go ahead and make her way to look in one of the holes, probably the one Onyx is at.
Okay.
And she sees the thing. She's gonna go ahead and I can only take a guess that it's roughly, within the 120 feet that is required.
Say it's only 45, so you're good.
Yeah. I don't think
Alright.
the map is 120 feet long. No, the map is longer than 120 feet.
By 20 feet, literally.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, the map is 150 feet all the way.
I mean that's an absurd range. I don't think I'm gonna be
No.
taking Eldritch Spear anytime soon.
What's an
Oh, by
absurd
20.
range is a sharpshooter perk with the longbow.
Oh, don't get me
Right.
started.
And then there's
Yeah.
another feat. There's another ability I think you can get where it like doubles your range or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
If you're able to do that, spec into assassin, you become one hell of a sniper.
Exactly.
And that's the truth.
I remember playing Tsunaki.
Sniping's a good job, mate. Anyways, that's a 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That will be a hit. They don't exactly have a lot of AC.
They just got a lot of meat
They just got a lot of meat.
and a lot of thwomp.
7.
A lot of meat, a lot of thwomp. Now I kind of wish I would have saved that double crit.
Right.
Just cleave one of these guys in half.
Now that'd be a feat.
Have your feet. Alright. Misery is up.
Alright, first and foremost, I actually had to get a view of these guys, so move to the left. Synthetic swing to hit.
Okay.
That'll be 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. And Titus.
Okay. I'm gonna do a sweet tactical maneuver by moving back 10 feet. And I'm gonna ready my greatsword so when if the ogre gets in range.
Alright. I will note that this is 10 feet wide there. It's just the way the grid is.
I don't expect the ogre to have trouble getting through that.
Right.
You know. His ogre.
Let's see. How much can the ogre move and how much does it have to move? Ogre is going to start stomping forward.
So
At 40 feet of
kick
move.
off. That'll kick off my
Ready to
attack then, right?
Yep. That's your raid action.
Well, okay then.
You're very ready to hit. You are so ready to hit.
Thanks,
in fact,
thanks,
that
map
you
tools.
did not even come close.
That's not the one I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit the one behind him,
Right.
even though there is none. Thanks,
Right.
map tools. Thanks.
The ogre comes marching forward. You shout a battle cry and swing, except that you swing too early and completely miss. The ogre then continues to step up to you and then swings its support pillar, big wooden piece here.
Big wooden
15 to hit.
On me.
Yes.
That's a miss.
Hey, there you go. All right.
That's good because
Yeah.
those hurt.
I see why we're dead now.
Marching on up.
Ogres are not fun.
Ogres are not fun. It
We're first battle.
marches up to Onyx and Kita. It pulls back its piece of a support pillar. That is a 16 to hit Kita.
That hit.
Oof. Rip, little girl, boy, thing, masked
Girl.
kid.
It brings the support pillar piece down 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Are you still
For the
awake?
third time.
I'm still up.
Wow.
Onyx.
I get the feeling the smart thing to do would be to run. But actually,
You're right there.
yeah.
At this point,
encounter is the hardest encounter of the slums.
They got a movement speed of 40. Yeah, we can't escape.
I mean, we could if we dash, but there's no point.
You could if you dashed, but then at the same time they would dash, and
we'd just be in a forever run.
Forever run. Because, I mean, they can't
we could
attack,
just...
but...
I mean, we could, like, gate them to the gate and have people just wail on them there.
Okay, this isn't like ESO with the guards.
Well, seeing as it's clearly not a good option to run, or not a viable one, probably would be good. This is...
It's okay, these guys can one-shot you.
Right.
So give them the attack of opportunity.
That's also true, yes. If you dashed, they would get opportunity. So... and they very much can one-shot you. That is a fact.
So I guess that means running is impossible, since they would hit us more than we would run away.
Essentially.
Right. Essentially.
Okay, TPKs are fine.
Erlen will call out and say, have no fear. I have foreseen this fight. We will be victorious.
I was foreseeing this fight. Instantly dies. Well.
Hey, she just said you'd be victorious. She didn't say how victorious.
One survives, and it's Kita.
I mean, it would still be a victory. I have had that in this very campaign.
And then Kita just like asked her patron, please revive Onyx and everyone else. It's like, I'm not a god, I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think her patron would be able to do that.
Right.
Not in its current state.
I think only gods can do that. At least higher level gods.
Well, I mean, it depends on what her patron is, because a lot of the patrons that warlocks can take are some form of god. So,
well, I mean, dance and die and live forever, right?
But anyway, it is Onyx's turn still.
I would cast Cure Wounds on Kita, but I don't have the spell slots for that.
No, don't worry. I have a way I can get out of melee safe that does not involve disengaging.
Bash it, bash it, bash it.
I guess I'm going to... Is it wearing metal?
Nope.
It's a
not wearing
loincloth.
any yeah, it's not wearing any kind of armor except for the loincloth around its
if it was a windy day, you could see his other club.
Oh my god.
In that case... I guess going to get out the Yakuwa, that's how it's pronounced, and stab it.
Okay.
Hopefully in the dick.
Hopefully in the dick. That would be like the perfect time to crit.
Right.
Well, the number 2 did appear on the dice, but it was not from a 20.
Ouch.
Was it from a...
Nor was it from a 12.
Damn.
Ouch.
So that's an 8.
Ouch.
We're dead.
You swing, and it just kind of lifts its leg up.
And you see it dangling there. You're so distracted you can't hit it.
So, anything else before we move on to Erlen, or... is he ghosting? Am I ghosting? I was ghosting.
Say he wasn't talking either.
Because I see his microphone lighting up.
Yeah, he's ghosting. Someone ping him.
Yeah.
There you go. No.
I had ghosted.
There we go.
You had ghosted. Okay. Yeah, I was seeing the microphone light up. I'm going, I literally just heard Wolfie, so I don't think it's me, but I'll drop and come back.
So yeah, There's nothing else I can do.
Alright. Erlen. So, Erlen is going to do a thing that I think she can do, if I remember right. Let me double check. Ow, no, okay, that doesn't help you, it only helps her. Never mind then. Let's see. That is... alright. I was just trying to see what her options were. So... Oh my god, I clicking the wrong thing. She is going to go ahead and do about the only thing she can at the moment, which is a firebolt. Because she has an idea. Yes, that is a hit very easily. But she's gonna need somebody, and she will relay this information. But she's gonna need somebody to dwindle one of the ogres down a bit more.
I'm pretty sure that's all of our objectives.
But she is going to, she's gonna step up about here to the middle, and then she's going to blast the one next to Onyx and Kita with a firebolt.
No, correction. Our objective is not to whittle them down, it's to survive.
It's to survive.
Current objective, survive.
Survive. Yep.
What is
Kita.
this?
Alright. I got a plan.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead because I already knew what 2 personal spells she would have had from the get-go, so I went ahead and added them.
Okay.
She is going to go ahead and use her first level spell slot to cast Zephyr Strike.
Nice.
And I'll go ahead and, because I know it's like an extra thing, so I need to like post it somewhere.
Yeah, because I don't see Zephyr Strike.
ZAPHYR.
Oh, ZA?
Or Z, I think it's ZE.
ZE? Yeah, I don't see either
VEPHYR.
ZEPHYR. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. At least not in the spells.
It's in Xanathar's.
It's there. I found it. You might have had a filter off or something.
Funny enough, Xanathar somehow got turned off. It was the only one. Move like the wind. Your movement does not provoke opportunity. Give yourself an advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. Attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage. Whether hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn. Nice.
Jesus.
Yep. And it's a bonus action, which means I can do stuff like go ahead and hit this thing with a dagger before I go 60 feet the other direction.
Right.
So, advantage, and that's a crit.
Nah.
Let me get all the dice out, because it's dagger, and then the force from Zephyr Strike.
Yep. Which does get doubled too, so get that 2d8.
Oh dear. Okay, calm down, Kita. So, that is going...
blood.
She might well be, I don't know. Either way, that's going to be 12 damage from the dagger and 16 damage from Zephyr Strike.
Oh dear, Luna. 12, 16. Woo! That ogre felt that, let me tell you. He's still up, but that hurt.
And 60 feet back because, oh boy, I cannot take another hit like that.
Right.
Now the question is, did she just aggro that ogre?
I mean, even if she did, the ogre's stuck here because of a certain metal construct.
I mean, she could try and walk past.
Picks up metal construct, uses him instead of wood.
Misery.
Actually, that'd be perfect, because then I could just shock a grasp from his hand.
Welcome back.
I'm just trying to...
Wait, what the cost me?
The
Action
screen backed up.
use both to
Say again?
close. Well, seeing as it's close range, I guess I just use a scimitar in one hand.
Yep.
Yep.
Doesn't cost anything to put away or pull out a
So
different
it'll probably
weapon.
take too long to do this. Just put down the. And it'll probably take an action to switch to dual wielding.
I think it's a bonus action. It costs nothing to put away or pull out unless you're doing more than one. So it would be a bonus action to pull out. But then you wouldn't be able to dual wield anyway, so...
I mean, if you already have one weapon
Just
out, it
hold.
should work. Because you'd only be drawing one weapon out that turn.
Right. You draw one, and then you would be able to draw the other one your next turn, so...
Well, might as well use the bonus action to draw that scimitar I just got.
Okay?
Just hold a longbow with one hand. She's going to actually strike the ogre with it.
Okay?
22 to hit.
Okay?
That'll be 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice. Okay?
And that's all I could do.
Titus.
I believe I can do a quick maneuver around the back of him to get advantage, right?
Yeah, probably. Because it would be
20 or
feet?
25, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
you only have to move here to get flanking because
Yeah.
large creature, so...
I'm gonna do that and use the Great Weapon Master feat.
Okay. 19. So close.
So close, but still, I mean, it's just the extra damage I want.
Right. 25. Oof. Ouch.
Great sword down the back.
Great sword down the back. Man, Erilyn may not even need to do her thing. Because you guys both got both these ogres down to below half, so they are low. Alright. Ogres.
Don't hold your breath,
Ogres.
because that could very easily change this turn.
Very easily could change, indeed. So this ogre has to decide which target to go after. Yeah, that makes sense. Freaking
Just turns around and hits Titus.
he turns around to swing at Titus, rolls the exact same thing that he rolled last round.
Yeah.
This
Thumbs
one going against Onyx.
Thumbs up the chainmail.
Yeah. You have a 19, right, Onyx?
No.
No? Oh, is that Titus says 19?
Yes.
No, I had an 18
Oh.
before
18.
I switched to the great sword.
Okay. I thought somebody had 19. Well, this is a 16. Does that hit on Onyx?
No, my AC 17.
17. Okay. So that's still a miss, but that's alright.
It's just like You easily telegraph your moves. You dumb buck. Of course, he doesn't say that.
He
'cause
says that,
not,
but yeah, he says that. But Kita was the one that took all the damage last time.
No, I said he doesn't say that. Because that would be dumb to say.
Right.
Well, Kita's out of the way. Whittle thing down. Okay. I'm going to poke at it again. This time, hopefully better.
Okay.
Dice, when I said better, I didn't mean by 3. Does an 11 hit?
Yes, actually.
Well, fuck. Okay.
Well then.
Ogres have shit all for AC.
Yeah, ogres have an 11.
Wait. I'm dumb. That's a 9.
It's a 9. Drat.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I have plus 4 because this is dexterity based.
Ouch.
Dab.
If I had shocking grasp, I would have hit. Yeah. So a poke and a miss again.
Poke and a miss again.
Because I can't change that.
Right.
Just gonna step here. That way, if like it's AoE or anything, she can do what she do.
Okay. So Erilyn. So Erilyn grips her staff. She mutters an incantation, and you see Ogre 2 begin to stumble, and finally he drops unconscious.
Oh. Okay. That's what she used. That's what she used.
It was sleep.
Sleep.
Onyx takes snore damage.
Onyx can't be put to sleep by magical means.
I was saying he takes snore damage from the ogre sleeping.
Yeah, he takes snore damage. But yeah.
Snore like you snore.
So that's a spell slot. And Kita.
Alright. That one clearly busy taking a nap. Go ahead and Eldritch Blast the one that's still up.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna survive. Up till its next turn.
Probably
I
not.
hope not.
That was why she needed you to whittle it down, though, because at most she could roll 40.
And that's not even their max, is it?
That's not even
That
their
is-
max. No.
That is 16.
When she announced it, they both had over 40. So sorry. Say what? Roll again. What was the roll?
16.
16. That's a hit.
Ooh, actually got 10.
10. Alright, it stumbles, but it's still just barely standing. Misery. Muted. Goner. There he is. Nope, no, I'm not hearing anything again.
Oh no. There you are.
There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I'm coming through.
Yep.
Yep.
there you
Yeah.
are.
All right. Well, gonna use the scimitar to strike Ogre 1 again.
Okay.
You have advantage as well, by the way.
Yep. Have flanking, so advantage.
Well, that advantage came in handy. That's correct.
He dead.
Yeah.
You can roll damage if you want, but I can guarantee he dead.
That'll be 13 damage.
Yep, he dead. The ogre stumbles and gives out a roar as he collapses to the ground with a satisfying thud.
We were so lucky that not a single person dropped.
Titus.
I say we all just get up next to him, ready our actions to attack, and
see how much damage we can do all at once. I mean, I just
Right.
move over. That's my turn.
Okay.
because once we attack, he wakes up.
Yeah.
Ogre is snoozing. Onyx. I mean, he doesn't
guess-
have that much health left.
I mean, yeah, but we don't see the numerical value.
Right.
I guess ready, shocking grasp, because advantage plus prone plus a +6. So yeah, ready, shocking grasp to attack as soon as someone else attacks it.
Okay.
And I imagine it would be obvious that I'm waiting for more.
Erlen is going to do nothing because she doesn't want to wake it up. And all her spells are ranged anyway. So she'd have disadvantage. She will ready her action to cast a firebolt the moment that thing stands to its feet. Kita.
I guess Kita will go ahead and ready an Eldritch Blasting in case that thing stands to its feet. Because, no melee, nuh-uh.
Right? Erlen is in agreement with you on that one. So, Misery.
Are we just preparing for me to get close enough to attack it? Is that what this is?
Yes!
Basically.
You attack, I attack him, he gets up, everyone else attacks.
Perfect.
Uh,
I don't see what could go wrong here.
She.
Mystery just puts away the scimitar and preps his bow to shoot it.
Okay. Titus.
Well, good up close, have advantage, and with the Great Weapon Master, I proceed to cleave off its head, I guess. With an 11.
Hey, it
What?
hits.
Wow,
I guess-
okay.
Just because I'm going to roll Onyx's as well, that's 10 and that's a 13, so Onyx will hit.
Okay. Yeah, no, an 11 does hit, so.
Oh, okay, I did
Whoops.
not. Whoops, that was a weird.
That was.
I mean, I'm gonna re-roll that d6, but
Yep. 4 plus 14 plus 2.
20.
20.
Add a 6 from Onyx if needed.
Okay. Titus steps up, and coup de grace. The ogre is dead. You see Erlen smile as she says, "Now see, didn't I tell you I had already foreseen?"
Does that mean I just literally cooked some of his skin because he was
Yeah.
dead by my attack?
you singed his back hair off.
Yep.
And this one in particular had a forest. It smells horrible.
I don't think I can smell it.
Probably not.
I'm sure Warforged have some sort of olfactory system.
But I'm pretty sure we can set it up.
Also true.
Alchemist, so that would make sense.
Alright. Does anybody want to search the old rope guild?
Might as well. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, undamaged, so what could go wrong? Everything.
yeah, Kita's over there just like, I'm in danger.
I think I'll stay outside and watch.
Erlen will hand you her second potion.
Oh god, now I actually roll something because. Oh god, this is like both of them starting to feel bad.
2d4 plus 2.
No.
No.
I feel like Kita would initially try to refuse, just on the sheer prospect of she already had one earlier. But let's be honest, if Erlen doesn't insist, I feel like someone else will.
I mean, if Kita refused, Erlen would smile and say, "Don't worry, I've foreseen. There's nothing else for us to worry about."
Dragon comes in.
Okay then.
It's Copper Dragon, so we're fine.
He's going to end. Yay! Ooh, roll max, which means yay.
You got
Up full again.
Back to full again. Yay. Yeah, I
I
mean,
feel like
that is
every-
10.
And it's like every time, it's either I get hit once and I'm basically one shot from getting down, and then when I heal back up, I'm just back up to full again.
You've literally been the punching bag of the session.
Right?
When there's two people, at least it should be the punching bag.
Excuse me. Alright, so anybody want to roll some
Yeah.
investigation checks?
But yeah,
Yes.
now that Tita's back, actually feeling somewhat decent, she'll join.
Okay.
And
I would love it if my dice stopped rolling below 10. That
It's
is
okay. We all have our bad days. You know, I didn't roll above it.
investigation. So that's a 15.
Not bad, actually.
what does investigation go off of again?
Intelligence.
Thank you. That's a 22.
Hey, 22 gang.
Way too gay.
Hey.
Synthetics 20.
20. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Only one person rolled under 15, so. So I have to roll 4 times. 2 potions of healing, a potion of climbing, and a spell scroll of first level. In particular, it is a spell scroll of let's see. What what was like magic classes do we have?
Artificer.
Warlock, Ranger, Artificer.
Artificer, Warlock.
And then whatever Mistral was, I don't remember.
Mistral was. Yeah, I don't remember.
I think she was a wizard?
Wizard?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Okay.
I remember she's a storm sorcerer.
Storm Sorcerer. Nice. What first level spells does Kita have?
Sleep and Zephyr Strike.
Okay. In that case, Warlock and Paladin spell Hellish Rebuke.
Wait, doesn't that do fire damage?
Yes.
Oh
2d10
boy, the
fire
theming gets even
damage.
deeper.
Fuchs. Spells.
You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. By the way, it's a reaction. Creature must make a dex saving throw. Takes 2d10 fire on a failed or half on a success.
I mean, do you want to hang on to that, or do you want me to just have it in the items? Because I think you're the only one that can really cast it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I picked it, was because of Kita. But if Kita doesn't want it, I'll pick something else, but...
I mean, she could definitely make use of it.
Okay.
Okay.
She has been getting hit.
She has been getting hit a lot.
True.
I feel like this is appropriate.
Right.
Now, I do have the potions of healing and the climbing in the party stuff. But
Yeah.
if someone wants to hold them on themselves, speak up.
Onyx has no reason to hold any of this unless it's supposed to roll for him.
As you search through the rubble, you find an amber. You find a vial with an amber liquid. Suspended in the amber liquid are a scorpion tail, an adder fang, a dead spider, and a tiny heart that, against all reason, is still beating.
The scorpion tail, an adder fang, a tiny spider.
A dead spider.
Or
And a
dead
tiny
spider.
heart that is still beating.
I believe that's what is it. What the potion of climbing looks like.
I feel like if Kita catches sight of that, he's going to be a little memorized by the beating heart.
And you can roll an Arcana check. You know, if
This
somebody
is-
wants to roll it again on the potion.
I guess this kid would probably already be like looking at it. Might as well.
Okay?
Yeah, I have no magic inclination, so I'm pretty sure I would not.
Okay.
Yes,
Is
maybe if it's in my databases. So I might know what this is. With a Arcana of 23.
23. Nice. What was Kita?
Better than what than Kita's magical inclination, because that's an 18.
18. Not bad. So, first off, you're pretty sure that this is the potion that Olo was looking for, since you found it in the dead hands of what looks to be some kind of an alchemist guy. He looks pretty badly beaten up. Very much dead.
Does he have a red cloak?
He does not have a red cloak. But again, he does look kind of like an alchemist. You're fairly certain that this is the guy that Ola was mentioning. So,
I mean, we have the person there that can verify, don't we?
true. To that, because you reminded me, Erilyn will kneel down when she picks up the potion. And she says, it is unfortunate. I had hoped that what I had foreseen was wrong, but it seems that all of my divinations have come true. She will hold out the potion and say, this is the potion that Ola was looking for. It is a potion of longevity. He came here to Flan with the rest of us with hopes of finding these. You see, he has a rare genetic defect, and he is not long for the world if he does not continue to drink these.
say, Onyx, you were wanting to become an alchemist, correct?
Let's see. I guess in response, he can say I have already taken note of its visible ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine I know what it is since I got a 23, so I might know how to make it.
I mean, Erlen did also say, but yes.
I mean, it'd be more the role makes it to where I would know how to make said thing instead of just knowing about it.
Right.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, you just hold on to it until you know how to make it, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be able to know how to make it, so...
Cool. Well, I guess we can eventually get this to him then. If we ever find him again.
Meanwhile, Kita's just still staring at the beating heart.
Staring at it. Erlen will put away the potion herself. And she'll say, she'll ask where you guys saw him last. Mentioning he's probably still there.
Yeah, I say we mention it to her, but I'm gonna ask her if she's gonna go alone. Because if so, he will follow her.
Erlen will say, if you guys wish to go, then I will go with you.
Yeah, I mean...
What time of day is it?
Afternoon.
Is there enough time to get to that building and get back to the gates?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Might as well.
Alright. You make your way over to the building where you last met Olo. Inside you can see Olo still surrounded by his Kenku. He has gathered several of the pages that were scattered around the room and has been working to bind them into a book of some kind. As the door opens, he turns, holds his hand up as if to cast a spell, but then simply sees that it's you and says, "Ah, you're back. Have you found the potion?"
Hi, Mr. Olo.
Yes, and your companion.
He looks to Erlen, and the two stare at each other for a long moment. After a good minute or so of them just looking at each other, he turns back to the rest of you and says, "I don't know her." To which you see Erlen turn away and she leaves. She just kind of walks out the building.
Doesn't she have the potion?
Oh yeah, she does have the potion. Before she does that, she will have given the potion to somebody.
I figured she handed it to Onyx when he went to see if he could actually know how to make it.
Okay.
At
So
some
Onyx
point,
has it
she
right now.
would have handed the potion off, and then, she'd walk off at that point.
Well,
What?
I guess hand him over the potion. You said there was a bit of gold for us, right?
Olo takes the potion. You see him pop the flask, and all of the ingredients inside seem to dissolve. He takes a quick swig of the potion, and you see him visibly regress in years. And then he reaches into his pouch and hands each of you 20 gold.
It's
By the way, how much experience did we get for the ogre fight? Because I know that's a lot.
How much experience did you get? Well, let's see.
I know
was
it's a
going to say
lot.
this in a bit because there's
Okay.
actually, there's a few things that I'm going to give out for experience here. So
Okay,
I'll just
continue
do all that
then.
at once. Yeah. But yes, he visibly regresses, hands each of you 20 gold.
You guys can keep that on your person. I'll just
And
keep
that frozen for me. Lovely. I'll take that for you.
Yeah, I'll just keep the stuff we find from fights and stuff in the party fund.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Let's
he's
look up-
giving each of you 20 gold, so...
Right. So I have 44 copper pieces and 20 gold.
Nice.
I still can't afford an alchemist kit just yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm getting close.
Right.
At least on my own.
Yeah, so you can pull from the party fund at any point you want.
Right. With that, he and his Kenku gather up a couple more pages, and he leaves.
Well,
I guess
job done.
It will be made mention that as soon as materials can be gotten, that Onyx could theoretically make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows how to make it.
Knows how to make it, yeah.
I have a feeling it might be a little hard to get the materials.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the next step.
Yeah. The materials are difficult to gather.
That's why I
So-
say in theory he can
Yeah.
make it.
If you are saying that to Olo, though, he would have something to say back to that.
I mean, might as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was brought up.
Was brought up. So when you mention that to him, you see Olo shake his head and he says, unfortunately, this is the last. You see, the problem with these potions is every time you drink one, they become a little less effective.
At least for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I say, like, if everyone's just walking out, Titus will go out and check on Erlen.
Is that so? Is the fact that it decreases in potency every other, or yeah, every subsequent use a thing that Onyx would have known?
Yes.
Okay, I see. So you used that many.
I have.
I'm afraid outside of higher level magic, I don't think anything can be done.
He chuckles and says, well, that's why I was here. You see him kind of wave the book, and then he just kind of walks off. As for Erlen, if Titus were to ask what that was all about,
Buildings are
Erlen would tell Titus that there once was a time where she and Olo were together. But unfortunately, when he drank one of the potions to sustain himself,
the moon.
and the potion aged him,
Buildings are hopping the rain.
he realized at that moment that there was not a chance of the potions continuing to keep him young. And the two of them basically had a big fight and they separated. Being together in the same group did not help much. They were kind of forced to work together despite the separation. And she says, I had hoped that maybe somehow there could still be a chance, but clearly he has moved on, and so must I.
Such is the way with life.
Hi, kitty. You'll see her kind of rub tears out of her eyes before she smiles and says, well then, I suppose we should head back.
Agreed. I think it is getting pretty late now.
You all return to the civilized area of the slums. As you approach the gates, the guards cheer as you come close. The couple of them gather around you and say, with those ogres defeated, the slums are finally at peace. We can finally begin to rebuild. With that, the slums are cleared. So you may return to the council to obtain your reward if you so desire. Did I just do what I think I just did? I did. Why did I do that? I keep doing that.
You close the module?
I closed the module. So Adobe opens all of the PDF files in one window.
Yeah.
And I keep closing the window, not the one tab of whatever PDF I just opened.
You can tell Adobe not to do that.
Yeah, I just haven't gone into the settings to do that, so it's not hard to reopen it. So
because they're like, do you want to close all tabs? And you're like, no.
Right. But yeah, would you like to return to the council for your reward?
I mean,
yeah,
we're the one that took the quest. Might as well.
Right. You open the doors to the council chamber, and you see Sasha immediately stand to her feet. She opens her arms to greet you and says, I have heard the news. The guards say that the slums have been cleared of all creatures within.
You definitely could say that.
She grabs a bag of gold and says, by proclamation 59 of the council, for any who reclaim a block of new land, you are to be rewarded. And she hands you a bag of 250 gold.
We just
That's
keep that
a
in the party.
couple gold.
Well, we just put it in the party fund.
I mean, we did do it as a party, so it makes sense.
Right.
Okay. That works.
250 gold. With that, Sasha will speak up and say, I am sure that you wish to rest a day or so before you continue. But if you are so willing, the council would like to ask you to journey on to Sokol Keep and clear the enemies within. We have heard that there are undead that are there, and these ghostly undead are preventing many of our shipping lanes. If you could retake the keep, it would aid us greatly in being able to bring supplies back into the city. And that one is right there, actually, that proclamation. Commerce is the lifeblood of New Flan. The council has decreed so keep is to be cleared of all unlawful inhabitants. So yes, she's basically asking you to take on that one next.
Okay.
Is the keep the one on the island?
Keep is the one on the island.
Okay.
Yep, it is.
Because some of the callers make it hard for me to tell which one is which.
Yeah, that one right there, the one on the island. So, yep, that is the next area to go to. That said, well, I'll also say the island is called Thorn Island. Just, fun little thing.
It's gonna be a thorn in our side.
Probably.
As you are turning to leave, the doors to the council open, and out walks a man.
Oh no.
Dear God.
There's more. No.
No.
Fucking soldier.
This is a bucket.
Dear God. There's more. No.
I just
It
realized
contains
all
the
the
dying
NPC
wish
cards.
of every party member here.
I just realized all the NPC cards have been on the background layer, and so you haven't been able to do it.
Oh God, this guy.
I gotta say it. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea who this guy is.
He
Now I'm just quickly. Now I'm just picturing that whole. There's only one thing worse than a rapist.
A child.
And just replace the only thing worse than a rapist is the only thing better than a man.
Okay, so
Oh, whoa, just like W-O, a whoa.
yeah, it's e-game.
I don't know why that's funny.
Science tells you.
So the man steps out with quite the stride, looking like he owns the place.
He probably does.
He is dressed in a pure white robe, and gaudy necklaces, rings, and even a chalice in his hand can be seen. He has black hair, kind of short but very well groomed. His beard and mustache are properly trimmed. With a smirk, he steps out and goes to speak to Sasha, only to see all of you. He is silent as he stares for a moment, and then he just slides right next to Erilyn. He takes her hand and says, "Well, if it isn't the most beautiful woman I have ever met."
I slap him. Do you have no dignity, man?
Do you actually
Ain't
do
quite an
that?
entrance.
Do you actually do
Do
that?
you
No.
actually do that? Okay.
I will say, do you have any dignity though to him?
He looks at you with a bit of scorn and a bit of questioning as he says, "And who are you?"
Who are you?
Is he asking that to the party or just the person that spoke to him?
Just to Titus, because you know, he spoke up again to him, so.
I feel
one
like
of the
Kita's
ones.
answer remains the same, though. I feel like Kita's question remains the same, though. And who would you be? Who are you?
I'm one of the ones taking care of the problems you have in your city while you're sitting here in a life of luxury.
He will scorn
That's
or
fine.
scowl at you. That's the word, scowl. He will scowl at you. Airless raises a hand and says, it's okay. Don't worry. She turns to Porphyrius Cadorna, as he introduces himself as. And she will say, or she won't say anything at first. But when Cadorna says, I would certainly like to get to know you. Porphyrius Cadorna.
It's just gonna I'm gonna constantly misread his name as Poor Furious.
Hold on, I need to look at
Porphyrius
this.
Cadorna. Yeah. There he be for the stream.
You just see.
You cut out?
You just see Mystery whisper. Subtlety is not this one's strong suit, is it?
Is he trying to cast Charm Person? If so, that is a horrible job.
I mean, yes, she's.
Of course, that's assuming that Onyx knows what Charm Person is.
Right. So Airless will,
They adds it up.
What'd you say, Gunner?
his mic's like not working.
Said, I mean, of course she's pretty, but she gotta hold back a bit. Can't lay it on too thick.
I lay it on too thick. But yes, Erlyn is going to basically just be like, you know, don't worry, you know, she's basically like, don't worry, I got this kind of thing. But she will, she'll, you know, turn back to him and say, I would certainly like to get to know more of you as well. With that, Erlyn is going to, unfortunately, leave your party, as you've probably guessed by now. But beyond just the fact that she is leaving the party, there are some benefits to that.
We get her divination stuff.
Yes, actually, you remember.
I do remember. Not that I ever really used it.
Right. So, throughout the campaign, you are going to meet various NPCs that are going to join the Council of Flan. When they do, you will gain additional bonus abilities as long as you are here in Flan. They don't work on, you know, the overworld outside of Flan. They just work here in the city. So, you know, when you eventually get to missions outside of Flan, those abilities won't help you. But, every time you visit the Council of Flan, you are all given You are each allowed to roll a d20 to gain a divination roll, which can be used in place of your roll, an enemy's roll, or an ally's roll. However, these rolls only last for 1 day. So if you are somewhere else in the city, and you end up taking a long rest somewhere outside in the city, you will lose those foretelling rolls. Think of it as you come to Erilyn and she gives you some information of what she's seen of that day. She can't foresee beyond that. Well, she can, but she can't give you things beyond that. So every day you spend in Philan, as long as you talk to her, you can get a foretelling. Every character can get a foretelling roll. But if you go a full day without talking to her, then you lose that foretelling roll. Or after you use it, you lose it, because you can only use it once. So, that said, this is also one of the reasons why it only works in the city. Because, once you get out of the city, the distance between the city and the forest that's, right nearby is almost a full day on its own. So, it's...
Right.
The overworld is very, very big. So, so Erilyn leaves your party to join, Cadorna and the council. You all do gain the foretelling rolls. Also, and here's the fun part. So, for defeating said ogres, you gained 225 experience. For defeating said ogres with nobody dying or, going below 0 HP or going to 0 HP, you gain an additional 20 experience, so that's 245. And finally, because you cleared the slums, that is an additional 50 experience points. This puts you all at current 545.
Which, I think, puts us at level 2.
Yes. And nearly halfway to level 3.
Nearly halfway to level 3, yes.
That's...
You have 355 more experience to go to level 3, so... but it does not put you at level 2. It puts you ready to train to level 2. There is a training hall in the city, and for 10 gold pieces, they will train you to level 2. On that note, it will take a full day of training. Therefore, if you take a long rest, you'll be on day 3. If you then train, it will be day 4. So, I assume everybody's going to want to train up to level 2, though, so... Also, I might be ghosting. Yes, I was. But yes. So yeah, if you... Like I said, 10 gold, and a full day of training to get to level 2. So.
Yeah, they can either be... If you want it taken out of the party fund, I can. Or you can take it out of your personal fund.
Yep. It's all up to you.
I just heard that entire explanation, and the only question I can have is, how do people train invocation? How do people train you so that you get invocation?
Exactly. it works. It just works.
The way it works is that there's different trainers. At least in the first edition AD&D version of this campaign, you actually had to go to different rooms in the training hall to train your characters. And so, like, a warlock went to the warlock trainer, and the warlock trainer could teach you things, you know.
Has anyone here played Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter?
Nope.
Okay. Well, in that, there are basically, you choose, whichever class you choose, there's a specific quest line and a trainer for it.
Right.
So.
If anybody's played World of Warcraft, you might remember the... Especially if you've played a warlock, you might remember, say, your Voidwalker, or your Succubus, or your Fellhunter quests. If anybody played Classic. I actually don't think that exists anymore.
I have not played any of WoW.
I used to.
But yeah, it's basically you meet with somebody, they teach you different things, and eventually at some point in that, your god has given you the ability to use more magic. Whatever your order is, you've trained with somebody from that order, and they've helped you get your, different abilities. That sort of thing has happened, and that extra training that you do, because you're experienced enough, you just need that last bit of a push to get those last couple of things learned, and that's what the trainers do. So, and again, invocations like the Grey, your patron just kind of realizes you're ready for this power now and gives that to you, and so on and so forth. So,
or more so, you can handle this power now. That
too, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to take minimum HP because I don't. Or average.
Average, yeah.
Say, if you're taking minimum, you might as well roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to risk taking minimum.
What is that?
Let's see. So minimum or average of a D8 is 5, right?
Yeah, it's like 4.5, but yeah, I think they round up to 5 for rolling.
It should be in the player's handbook or 5e tools or whatever you're using.
I'm pretty sure
I'm just
it's
looking
5.
at my character sheet.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I think it's 5, right?
I think it takes half the dice and adds 1 to it.
Yeah.
That's
just how I've always.
Yeah, because there's no 0 on a die, you take half the die and then
add 1.
So it would be 5. I think it's like 5.5 or something like that. I don't even know. Something along those lines. I mean, I have it. I have the player's handbook. I could just open that up real fast.
Well, or Artificer is in the thing, but.
What?
Artificers aren't in player handbook?
Right. They are in a different thing. I have 5 tools.
You could base it off the cleric or the ranger because it's just a D8.
Right.
I think it's a D8 for artificer, isn't it?
12 plus 9 is 21.
5e tools is loading, I guess. Or
so, good news. The minimum damage of those ogres would no longer one-shot me. Or the average, at least. The maximum probably still could.
Mickey Mouse and Mickey Monkey.
Right?
I have 27 HP.
I do need to actually look at 4.
By the way, who's all taking from the party fund for the training? Or do we just want to say that for the training we take from the party fund?
I mean, that would probably make the most sense.
Okay. We'll just do that then.
Classes are not loading for me on 5e tools.
Refresh the page.
I did refresh the page. Let me do a hard refresh.
So
No, still nothing.
we would have a total of 50. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on the classes page at all. I don't know why.
It's up for me. Yeah, it's for the artificer. It says or 5. So
Yeah, 1d8 or 5 plus your con mod. Yeah, I don't know. The classes are just not working for me on 5e tools for some reason. Literally everything but classes are working.
are your filters messed up again? Or
I did double check that, and I did actually have to turn on the core books, but then I still got nothing.
Huh.
So
Weird.
yeah. But yeah, that was my first thing, was well, maybe my filters are messed up again. No, apparently, I mean, they were, but that didn't, add anything at all, so. But
Is it possible you're trying to look for one, an and, not or?
no.
No,
Is there
she's
an
just
option
meaning
for that?
she's meaning basically just looking at the class screen. They're not even showing up in a list or anything.
No, I mean, I know in the narrow down thing, you can search for and things.
Yeah, no, they're all blue. They're all and. Plus, I hit the button that resets the thing so that you get all the defaults.
Let's see, I get the ability to create a bag of holding.
Nice.
I cannot get the classes to load at all for some reason.
By the way, here's what's in the party fund after training and stuff.
I don't get it. Something must be messed up on my side. I just have no idea what. I'll look into it later. I could do it while we're still technically recording the podcast. So
should I make a bag of holding?
That's up to you.
I was gonna say, I don't think anybody would complain, but it is entirely up to you, so.
Does anyone want chainmail?
I could also theoretically make that chainmail a +1. I think. But
yeah, your infusions.
Yeah.
But use that for your own stuff. If not, I'll sell it because I don't know how much.
One of those 5,000 options.
Well, the hobgoblins also had chainmail, so if you want to pick that up for selling as well.
God, so
for chainmails. So
it might be a good idea for me to make bag of holding so we can just stuff all that stuff in an extra dimension. Then
true. How much would 4 of them sell for?
That would be under the items.
They're 75 gold a piece, if you buy them.
Right.
I don't know what you want for selling. Half?
As I say, selling is usually half. Let me...
What, 150?
So 37 times 4... Yeah, 150.
Okay.
So 150 gold from that, not bad.
so I can have 4 known infusions and have 2 of them at once
Cool.
per day.
Yep.
Very cool.
And if you have a crossbow, one that's really good for crossbows is taking out the reloading. I can't remember which one it is. The cartridge one or whatever it is for artificer. If you want basically a crossbow with unlimited arrows.
Right.
And extra attack.
As soon as it loads, I'll be able to look at stuff.
But that said, I think that is it for this session, since everybody is, stopping and leveling up and doing their things and yada yada. So, for those watching the podcast, I do hope you've enjoyed. For those watching over on, for those that are watching this as a VOD on YouTube, feel free to come out Fridays 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the podcast. We do these live at twitch.tv/Serena Inc. Well, most Fridays anyway. We have had a couple of times where we haven't, but this campaign has been steady. Both podcasts have come out, one day after the other. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, feel free to come out, watch it live if you want, or if you just enjoy watching it, not live, you're free to always do that over on the YouTubes. But with that, I guess we will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
See you later.